I want love. I'm just looking for a man that is going to love me, a man that is going to treat me like a queen, a man that is going to value me, a man that is going to respect me, give me all, cherish me, pamper me. I'm just looking for that man. Oh, really? A lot of you that want love do not know how to give love in return. So oftentimes when you find love, you mess it up with your own expectations. Do you know one thing? A lot of you that are looking for love, you've actually found love, but you've messed it up. Now, this is one thing about we human beings. We sit down, we expect, and we project. We do not work on ourselves. Look at how everybody is sitting down and waiting for what another person will give to them. Yet, you cannot give anything. Yes, projection. Let me tell you something. It's okay to want love. It's okay to want all those things that you want. But can you reciprocate? Can you do the same? Or you are just sitting down and projecting? There are some women that feel like it's a man's duty to love them. There are some men that feel like it's a woman's duty to love them. No! Some of you don't even love yourself. So when people give you love, you don't even appreciate it. Some of you can't even recognize love when you see it. I want a man that will respect me. Do you respect yourself? I want a man that will treat me right. Can you treat yourself right? I want a man that will love me. Do you love yourself? Everything you want a man to give to you, if you cannot give it to yourself, you cannot value it if somebody else give it to you. You can't even recognize it. First of all, when somebody gives you something, you recognize it before you value it. It's like if you don't know about diamond and I give you diamond now, you keep it carelessly. It's because you don't even know the word. You first of all need to recognize diamond for you to know that, oh my God, this thing has so much value. You protect it. Some of you don't know what love is. Do you know how many people have given you love? Do you know how many times love have passed you by, but you prefer folk boys? You prefer runs girls? Do you know how many times people have showed you love, but they're not my type, they're not my spec, she's not my kind, he's not my kind? Do you know how many times? You don't even recognize it when you see it. That's why you keep choosing randy men. You keep picking randy women. Now, the first point to finding true love is to find yourself. Find yourself so that when this love comes, you will recognize it. Because the biggest problem we have is that we don't even recognize love when it comes. So it will be passing us by. We'll be picking rubbish in the name of love. Let me teach you how to identify love when you say it. How do you treat yourself? Now get a pen and a paper. Everything you want your dream man to give you, you give it to yourself. Everything you want your dream woman to give you, you will give it to yourself. Even if you cannot give everything to yourself, you will attempt, you will try, you will start. They will now meet you along the way to make it easy for you. The reason why we need people in our life is not for them to start our life. It's for them to make it easy. Teamwork, they will come and contribute. But your life must be going on before somebody comes in. Nobody can start your life for you. It's not possible. You will start your life by yourself. Now, you see all those expectations you want from a man, that love you are looking for. You know, all of us we are looking for a man to love us. You're looking for a woman to love you. It's fine. You see that love that you are looking for. You first of all need to find it within yourself. What is love? How people treat you. How do you treat yourself? Do you love yourself enough to walk away from a toxic relationship? Do you love yourself enough to walk away from that man that is beating you? Do you love yourself enough to walk away from that woman that is holding your shirt 24 hours and telling you are an idiot, you're not man enough? Do you love yourself enough to be alive for yourself? Some of you don't. You don't love yourself. And because you don't love yourself, you cannot give love. Because you don't value yourself, you cannot even love. You can't even accept love. Because that's the reason why when people treat you bad, you are still there. It's because there is no love for yourself. So you don't even know that what this person is doing to you is bad until they damage you. Let me tell you, it is from being broken that you become damaged. What does it mean to be broken? When people constantly disrespect you, they march on your confidence, they march on your self-worth, they march on your personality. You begin to break until you begin to feel less of yourself. You now begin to see yourself through them, and they break the mirror. You know, some of you, when you get married to your husband or to your wife, it's only through your husband you see yourself. And sometimes when your husband take away that mirror, you're not seeing anything, you are in the dark. That's where you become damaged. That's where you become depressed, suicidal, because he took away the mirror. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. You are supposed to have a mirror where you see yourself. Because it is when you see yourself a certain way, that's when you can dress up. That's when you can look beautiful. That's when you can change your clothes. That's when you can change your hair. You know, these extra things we do for ourselves is called self-appreciation. If I don't love myself, I cannot look this way. I cannot take my time to do makeup and wear hair. It's an inside thing, and that's why men are attracted to women who can take care of themselves. When a man sees you as a woman, he sees intentionality. When you wake up in the morning, you brush your hair, you dress up, you do your makeup, he knows you're an intentional woman. He sees that this person likes herself. You buy yourself a good car, you build yourself a good house. A real man will love you because he sees that you love yourself. It is that love that you have for yourself that attracts them. If this woman can love herself this much, let me come and tap into it. If this man can love him, why do you think a lot of you women are looking for a ready-made man? You're looking for a man that is a certain way. You're looking for an established man. You're looking for a man that dresses well. That thing that you are looking for is the love that he gives to himself. You're looking for a man that drives a certain car. He did not buy you the car. Why do you always want to follow men that live in a certain place? This man get house of Banana Island. He did drive Lexus. He did drive Benz. It's not your money. It is not your house. It's not your car. Why do you always want to associate with them? It's because you see that they take care of themselves. So you know that they can take care of you. It's simple psychology. It's because you're seeing what the person is doing to themselves. So you want to rub off. If this person can do all these things for themselves. If I be their girlfriend, they could take care of me. If this woman can do this, if I be a boyfriend. If you cannot do it for yourself, it go hard. You know, the problem is that we want so much that we cannot give. We want so much. We are so used to projecting. And you know the bad thing about projecting? When you project and project and project, you forget yourself. You start to feel like you are so perfect. People who project feel like they are perfect. And they don't have anything to work on. It's just you that have to work on it. And when you are a projector, you never see the good in people. Because even while they are changing, you are looking for more faults. You become the problem. When I change a certain attitude and you do not change a certain attitude, you become the problem. So while you are complaining about the next person, are you working on yourself? And that's the reason why when people come to me for counseling, the first thing is communication. My husband did this. My husband did this. What about the one that you are doing that your husband is not complaining about? You know, some women complain and some men don't complain. So it makes the woman feel like she's a good wife. No. Some men don't just want to say the bad things that you're doing. So while you are projecting and saying my husband, there are still some certain things you need to work on as a human being that makes that thing work. Because if the working is one-sided, the relationship is not going to work because nobody is perfect. The more they change, the more you need to adjust. So please, while you are looking for love, you need to find yourself. While you are looking for love, you need to go inward and ask yourself, do I have all the criteria? I'm looking for a husband material. Am I a wife material? I'm looking for a wife material. Am I a husband material? Because if you're not a wife material and a husband material, you will spoil that material when it comes because you will not value it. You will not value it. So while you are looking for these things, are you prepared? Because if you're looking for these things and you're not working on yourself, you'll be punishing somebody else's child. That's the reason why when you get into marriage, one person is doing the work and it looks as if the other person never appreciates it. The person is not appreciating because the person does not even know the value of what you are doing. There are some men that are not hurting you intentionally. They don't even know what they are doing. Some men don't know what marriage is about. So all those efforts that you are putting to them is a normal thing. No be in work, no be in work to cook, no be in work, no be in work. But a real man understand that this thing you're doing is not your work. It's the sacrifices you decide to make. There are some wives that will not do those things that you're doing. So first of all, who are you marrying? These are the basic things that a lot of you don't want to calm down. That's why a lot of you are suffering in marriage. Remember, the reason why I always focus on the women, you are always at the receiving end. Women are always at the receiving end. So we need to be careful when we're making these choices. When you're finding love, find yourself. If you're a man and you're looking for love, find yourself. When you find yourself, love will be so easy to recognize because the both of you will be able to identify what the both of you want and come to a common ground. What makes love sweet is when we have an understanding, we have common ground, we share the same ideas. Not when I'm going to Panya, you're going to Lagos. Not when I'm going to Lagos, you're going to Ogun State. Destination is very important when it comes to relationship and marriage. And that's the reason why you date. That's the reason why you have conversations. Please, I beg you, in as much as you are looking for love, you need to look for yourself so that when these love come around, it doesn't pass you by. So that when these love come, you'll be able to recognize this love. I hope I taught you something and I hope you learned something. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, and don't also forget that we also have a walk-in office where you can walk in and talk to a relationship therapist. We have an office right here in Lagos State. Or you can also call this number for inquiry, 070-195-11795. Our office is right here in Lekki. You can walk in, talk to a therapist, a psychologist. Trust me, we are here for you anytime, any day. Remember, the phone number to call is 070-195-11795. You know I love you and you know I got you 247. As I come your way next time, I love you guys. Mwah.